First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakakwadash. And I would also like to give a double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone that do well, that have taught me this truth. And I would also like to say a sincere shalom unto the hopeful elect, unto the scattered elect, unto the sincere brothers that are out there prophesying, laboring in this truth and in this doctrine. Unto you I say shalom. They were viler than the earth, all right? And I'm referring to Esau, Edom, all right? And in this video, in this lesson, I'm going to show you just another example how this man is viler than the earth, all right? He's show you that he's the wicked, okay? Because, among all these other industries that they run the porn industry too, okay? And it's no shame, okay? This Edomite rabbi basically goes into why he purchased the largest pornographic company in the world. Okay, but these are supposed to be the people of the Lord. All right, these are God's chosen. Okay, if they were God's chosen, wouldn't you think they would? They have all these resources at their disposal. You would think that they would destroy all this pornography and anything that anything that in that category. Okay, they would ban it. All right, they would make it a penalty to if you viewed or displayed anything like that. But no, they promote it because they're the wicked. All right, they put on this mask. All right, they put this veil on to make the world think that these are the they wear the yarmulkes, they wear the small hats, and they're wearing all black, and they got the little Shirley Temples, and they keep to themselves, and these must be a holy people. They wear black because they're in mourning. They got the world food, okay, but they're being exposed in these last days. All right, they're behind everything, okay, because at the end of the day they have the resources to end it. All right, they're behind OnlyFans. A small hat owns OnlyFans. Okay, a small hat. It was a Jake that owned World Star Hip Hop. All right, but they put him to death somehow. Okay, he just all of a sudden died one day. Now, if you look it up, it says a media company, but that's run by a small hat. So they own all these industries. All right, and their main purpose is to destroy you Israelites, but they don't care. At the same time, they're destroying their own people. All right, so let me play this video. I don't think it's that long, about 2 minutes. And you're going to see the devil, you're pretty much telling themselves. The devil be boastful and proud about this industry that they pretty much run. And they just, they run all of them, okay? And if they don't, they're somehow, some way, they're getting a dollar off of it, okay? Excuse me. So I'm going to play this. It's a damn commercial.
Peace plan for Gaza, a ceasefire in place, but Hamas keeps choosing terror and on a rampage.
Attention law enforcement. You took an oath to protect and serve.
All right,
to keep your family. Out of all the businesses you guys could buy, why did you guys target buying Pornhub?
Yeah, so we saw an extraordinary opportunity. The fact that it's newsworthy or noteworthy that we've made the acquisition.
This is a Rabbi Solomon Friedman. He's a so-called rabbi, and he has no issue with buying it. He's gonna tell you
that this is a space that has not had mainstream investment, right? That it's a space. I always said, when we looked at the business, it's a business that's legal. Not only is it legal, but in every Western democracy, it's constitutionally protected. It could not be outlawed, even if you wanted to. But
why can't it? Ain't you guys supposed to be the people of the Lord? You can pretty much outlaw anything. Okay, you outlaw that. Basically in all of Europe, you can't talk about the I'm gonna say it. You can't speak against or question the Holocaust. You got the power to do that, but you don't have the power to end pornographic videos from being streamed online or whatever, or even sold. All right, you're showing you that these people are full of shit. They're hypocrites. I'll play some more.
Have that legitimacy. And one of the reasons for that, as we start to examine the business further, was that nobody wanted to say we are the owners of a major adult company, right? Everyone, they wanted the benefits of owning a major adult company. It's a profitable business, but nobody wanted to be out front and engaging with other tech businesses, with government, with law enforcement, with regulation in that sort of way that the modern tech industry has to. So we saw in that this arbitrage opportunity, right? Where if people who come from the mainstream professional networks, whether it's law enforcement, tech, finance, etc., this is an opportunity to really bring this industry into the 21st century. We saw an extraordinary opportunity to do that with this this jewel of an asset, Pornhub, but obviously with the entire company.
Jewel of an asset.
Jewel of an asset. So I'm going to give you some stats here that we see. So one, it says 2018, Pornhub alone witnessed a jaw-dropping 5.8 billion hours.
So that's the point right there. He said they, basically purchased it, and it's not that's not no news to them because they own all these industries. Okay, but like I said, the small hats, they run everything. All right, but these are supposed to be the people of the Lord. All right, we're supposed to be we're supposed to be going to them for instruction, for guidance, as it says in Isaiah 2. I'm gonna grab that. It's because this is if we're in the kingdom of heaven and these are the people of the Lord, aren't we supposed to be going to them for counsel? This is Isaiah 2:2. And it shall come to pass that in the last days that mountain of the Lord's house shall be established at the top of the mountains, and shall exalt above all the hills, and all the nations shall flow unto it. Are all the people flowing unto these people? Okay, to get counsel. All right, but if they're the people of the Lord, this should be this wicked debauchery, this wicked the device that they possess, that they own now. With, like I said, they own everything, but it should be destroyed. Okay, it should be banned. Okay, and the people shall go and say, "Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord." Mountain meaning government. Okay, the Yasharallah. All right, which is to come. Is not established yet, even though they're telling you and telling the world that they are the people. To the house of the Most High of Jacob, and I will teach, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. This is not the way of the Lord. This Pornhub shit, that ain't the way of the Lord. Okay, and we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law. And then this, this is the law says you're not supposed to look on another man's or another man's nakedness. That's not following the law of the Lord. And the word of the Lord Yahawah from Jerusalem. Okay, these devils are doing the complete opposite. All right, that's why that's the Bible. That's the wicked that the Bible speaks of. All right, they'll tell you one thing. All right, but and like the elder said, they only use that we're the people of the Lord when they want to attack someone, when they're doing harm to someone. Okay. This is Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. He's acting like this is a good thing. That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. This is actually this is dark. This you should be as a nation of people, you should be ashamed of your damn self. Okay, I can see if he said, yeah, we bought it to destroy it. No, they bought it to prosper. All right, and this practice goes back to Egypt. All right, not only and it goes all the way back to Egypt, ancient Egypt, but they did this in ancient Rome and ancient Greece. Okay, I'm gonna grab that in Maccabees, First Maccabees. But I did ask Chat GPT. Let me grab First Maccabees first, and then I says this pornography go back to Egypt. Yes, forms of pornographic and erotic imagery goes back as far as ancient Egypt, though it counts as pornography depends on how we define it. The term pornography means the media created primarily for sexual arousal. Ancient cultures didn't have that concept as we understand it today, but they did produce explicit sexual imagery for religious, magical, and entertainment purposes. That's what these devils are doing. Okay, because watching that imagery, it puts demons on you. Okay. And like I said, it goes back. I typed this in Chat GPT earlier, and it showed all the ancient civilizations that pornography went back to. All right, so there's nothing new under the sun. Esau's doing the same thing they did in the ancient world, but it's on steroids now because it can be viewed across the world. Okay, in an instant. All right, this is First Maccabees 1, and we'll go down to where is this at? Because they had our people indulge in this wicked debauchery. Okay, where the hell is it at? They should build a gym in Jerusalem. I don't know. I know it's in here. Let me just find it real quick. Wait. Maccabees 1:1. Yeah. First Maccabees 1:1. Shit, where the hell is this at? Yep. Here, place of exercise. I said gym in Jerusalem. I'll start at verse 13. Certain of the people, actually, I'll start at 10. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome and reigned in 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. In those days, so this was after Alexander the Greek. Okay, in those days went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, "Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow." So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward wherein that they went to the king and gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathens. This was a heathenistic uh, uh, um, practice that I was going to explain it in verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. Okay, so in what they would call a gymnos goes back to the word naked. So Jake would literally be in there in the gym naked. All right, they would have these Olympic games and they would be doing all these Olympic games naked. Okay, then that's off. Okay, but like I say, this is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, and they're doing the same thing now. Or you see, everything is over sexualized in media. All right, in the society. Okay, and going back to the pornography, they did that to Jake in slavery. All right, where they would have, basically they would have the slaves have sex, and the slave masters and their friends or whatever, they would come watch. Okay, so this goes, like I said, it goes back to ancient Egypt. So Esau has been doing this for ages. All right, let me go grab this. All right, but hey, you let them tell it that they're the people of God. You let these dumb, stupid ass niggas out there that won't, these dumb ass Christians that won't speak against these people. Okay, this is Psalm 73:12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world; they increase in riches. These are the ungodly that prosper in the world. These are the wicked that prosper in the world. They're prospering. Okay, off everything. All right. Let me see. Oh, of course, I got to get this. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Yeah, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, you can clearly see these are the wicked. All right, like I said at the beginning, they have the resources to ban this. Okay, how is it that you can't say anything about these people here in the States or anywhere else, right? But they can't. They don't have the power. They have the power to make it illegal to say anything about them. Okay, but they don't have the power to ban pornography. Yeah, all right, where they profit off of it. Okay, that's bullshit. They're hypocrites. Okay, but hey, Esau's being revealed in these last days. All right, by the spirit of the Lord's mouth, which are the prophets. All right, through the spirit of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. All right, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, and this is verse 15. It says, "Woe unto them that give his neighbor drink, and putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayst look on their nakedness." So this is what the devil has done. He's put the bottle to not only to Jake's mouth but to the nation's mouth to look upon their nakedness, okay, and say, you know, hey, I didn't do it, I'm innocent. All right, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. This is a shameful thing, but they glory in it. Okay. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. All right. Grab this Isaiah 32 and verse 5. The vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor churls to be bountiful. And Esau is the vile person. But you let him tell it he's liberal. Let the rest of the world tell it he's liberal. He's just. Okay? All right. He's a chosen of the Most High. Okay? Let me get another scripture, one last scripture. You know, so like I know I'm all over the place. Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Fornicator and profane. All right, meaning profane meaning outside the temple. This is completely outside of the damn temple. Okay, but according to them, this is what did this devil say? Let me see.
8 billion.
Fascinating.
Jaw-dropping 5.8 2018 porn. So I'm going to give you some stats here. That I love it. He said jewel of an asset.
Jewel of an asset. So, yeah, that's what he said. Jewel of an asset. Okay, but this is that. You can't make this shit up, man. But like I said, this is only one of the industry. They own the rap, the music industry. They run it all. Okay, but if you say anything about them, you say that they run all these things, then you're looked at as anti-sim. Okay, but hey, the truth is coming out about the wicked. All right, and you know you Jakes better wake the hell up, because you're gonna follow this devil, you know, to your own destruction. Okay. So, you know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect, and I would like to give all praise, glory, honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakak, Shalom.